Hi guys, I just wanted to do a quick review of some of the things I'm looking for when I'm grading the annotated bibliography. You've had plenty of practice now on how to set up your citations correctly, so I'm looking for quite a few details. From the header area, of course, I'm still looking for the last name with a space and then the page number. In the heading area, I am, of course, looking for your first name and then your last name. My name is the instructor, the name of the course and the section number and the date. I am looking for the title here, and it should be center aligned. I also check the line spacing because we've already discussed that MLA requires double spacing throughout a paper. So I come to this paragraph section and I click on it, and what I see right here is that it is double spaced, but for some reason this area is allowing 8 points between some of the lines. This needs to be gotten rid of. And actually, I think I'm going to have to select the whole page. Let me make sure that took care of the whole thing. Okay, it seems to have. Sometimes you have to select the content and then make the changes. And let me do that to just show you how to do it, just in case all of this is not corrected itself. Select all, go into the paragraph settings, set that at 0 and double spacing. And okay, and there were some line spaces that still had additional points between. This large space here has been caused by just hard returns, so that also needs to be deleted because we just want it double spaced throughout. Okay, on this paper, I scroll down and I see that the citations do in fact seem to be in alphabetical order. So that is following the MLA style guidelines. Then I start looking at the author. Here it's 2 authors. Whenever you have 2 authors, the second or subsequent authors, it's no longer last name first and then first name. It's first name and then last name. Okay, so this would be something that would be incorrect because more than likely the person's name is actually Alec Grant, and it doesn't need to have the comma in between. You can just write Alec Grant. Okay, if we come here, I'm assuming that this is the title of the article, and it seems to be correct. It is between quotation marks and it has a period after it. This is the title of the publication, and it is correct. It is in italics. This is a printed book, so this must be the editor information and the year of the print and the page number that's being used here. Now, right here, and then she puts the medium of publication and its print, and that is correct. Here, for the annotated bibliography, you actually want the citation to be on a line by itself and then begin the summary on the next line. So I'm going to click and return. Now, all of this should be in line with this hanging indent. So what I'm going to do here is just tab over to get that in line, because if I undo that and I decide that I'm going to select this area and go in here and try to set it, more than likely I'm going to mess up the alignment because this is something that should be done at the beginning. So let's say I want that first line to be over. So I click on this and then hit OK. You see that that undid the hanging indent. And now it's just a first line paragraph indent, which would be incorrect. So that's why I'm going to undo that, put it back the way it was, but I still want this line to be in line with this one. So I'm just going to tab over to give it the correct alignment. This is throughout the paper, so I'm just going to go down and do the same thing for each one. And again, I'm going to tab, and now it's the correct alignment. For this one, I want the summary to start on a new line, and again, tab, and it's in alignment. Here, I'm going to do it again. Tab. So you can see it's not hard, but it's very detail oriented, and it's very easy to make mistakes, especially if you don't have the guidelines right in front of you or examples. Okay, I'm going to scroll back up. I have the alignment the way I want it. Now I'm going to look at some of the details here. Okay, the summary seems to be correct, and I would appreciate it if you would proofread your summaries. They do not need to be long, but they do need to, be complete sentences. For example, this says, when using Galileo to research nursing careers, something else should follow that to make it a complete thought. So really, this can be deleted. Okay, and then we just continue on, and that is a fairly good paragraph. If I scroll down, I'm going to start looking at the details of this citation. Because this is in italics, I am assuming that this should be the title of the publication or the magazine. It looks to me like it's the title of the article. So it should not be in italics. Aorn Journal is the title of the publication, and it should be in italics. It was accessed from the CINAHL Plus with full text database in Galileo. It should be in italics. It was accessed from the web, and it was accessed on September 10th, 2014. And all of the page numbers, section numbers, years, etc. have been included. So this one is now correct. But all of those changes that I had to make, again, this name, it's Kim Stewart. It should not be with the last name first. It should be first name first. So you want to correct that as well. The summary seems to be okay. So I'm going to move on down. Again, same thing for the name. If it's the second name, remember the first name, it is going to be last name first. But after that, it's first name and then last name. Why? Don't ask me. Just that is the standard, and we need to follow it. This appears to be the name of the book. So it's in italics. That's fine. For some reason, books are in italics, book names are in italics, but article names are not in italics. So this is something that, is hard to keep straight, which is why you need to have the rules in front of you as you work on the paper. This is the editor and the years, or the place where it was edited, and then the year, and that's correct. Here again, this was accessed through a Galileo database, and it should be in italics. Web is where it was accessed from, so that's the publication medium, and here is the access date, and that is correct. Scroll on down. It's a fairly decent length paragraph, so I wouldn't take off for that. Here again, we go down. This appears to be the name of the article, Nursing Overview. Articles are not to be in italics. So I'm going to remove the italics. They are to be included within quotation marks with a period after, so that is correct. Website titles or names should be in italics. So I'm going to change that. The 2012 American Dental Education Association is the sponsoring organization, and it's followed by a comma. That is correct. The date of publication is August 22nd, 2013. Web is the medium in which it was published, and then this is the date of access. So that is correct now. All of these things that I'm having to change, take italics off of this, put italics on this, is going to make the grade go down, because these are details that are outlined in the MLA standards, and they should be checked before you turn your paper in. Again, this seems to be the title of the article. It should not be in italics. It should be within quotation marks with a period after it, and this is correct. It was accessed on this website, and this is the website title. It should be in italics. The sponsoring organization is the Georgia Finance Student Commission. The publication date was 2009. It was accessed on the web, the publication medium, and this is the date that it was accessed. So that is correct. And it looks like, all in all, the paragraph is a nice length. As I go on down, the author of this publication is the United States Department of Labor. The name of the article appears to be the Economic News Release. So in this case, because it's the name of the article, it would not be in italics. The 2012 National Employment Matrix Title and Code. That might be the name of the website or the title that was at the top of the page of the website. So that should be fine as it is. BLS.org is in fact the website, so it should be in italics because BLS.org is the name of the website. The publication date for the article is 19th of December 2013. It is published on the web. That is the publication medium, and then this is the date of access by the person. This is a brief summary, and it seems to be okay. Okay. If I see glaring errors in grammar, spelling, etc., I will take off. But for the most part, I'm expecting by the time we get to the annotated bibliography that the summaries have been written correctly, and all that you're doing is cutting and pasting them in this document. These are the same citations that you created for the previous assignments. So you have received feedback on whether or not they are correct already. And you should be cutting and pasting that exact information into this new document. And you just want to make sure that it is aligned properly. Okay, so that's just a quick review of what I'm looking for when I'm looking at the annotated bibliography.